everyone, this is Ranger Eric. If y'all watched my last video, I was talking about how it felt pretty snaky today, and sure enough, I was correct. I'm walking on the boardwalk here to actually try to go find snakes, and I didn't even make it to where I was heading, and sure enough, look right there. That is a Texas rat snake. Let's take a look at him. So I haven't messed with this guy yet, but that's a fair-sized Texas rat snake. He appears to be out crawling somewhere. And one thing before I mess with him that I want to show you guys that is pretty cool with the Pantherophis genus, which is your rat snakes and your corn snakes. Look at his spine. Whenever these guys are resting in a certain area or they're moving somewhere and they stop for a minute, they'll have this kink going down their spine, and what's thought is that that's supposed to be them trying to resemble a fallen tree limb. And I don't know about you, but I think it's pretty deceptive if you're a predator that's out trying to get this guy. But it's the biggest rat snake I've seen out here yet. But one thing I want to show you guys, look at that, he knows I'm here. He's flicking his tongue out. Let's see if he does it again. There he goes. What I'm going to show you guys is how the temperament of certain snake individuals can vary. What I will say from experience is that some rat snakes can be pretty defensive and will bite when you handle them, but others may not. So I'm curious to see what happens with this dude. So first contact, you ready? I'm just going to touch him here. Whoop. Okay, so his first inclination is just to move away more, and he still has not bitten. That's pretty good. Look at that. Seems pretty docile. Their behavior can switch fairly quickly though, so you don't want to get too complacent. Then again, you know, this is a non-venomous snake, so getting bit by it really wouldn't be a huge deal. It might draw a little bit of blood and leave some teeth marks for a few days, but you know, other than that, as long as you don't get an infection, you should be fine. Well, how about that? That's about I'd say a 4-foot long Texas rat snake. They get way bigger than this. You can find individuals of this species up to 6, 7, maybe even 8 foot long if you're lucky. What you'll find with snakes is typically in cooler weather, they're not going to be as defensive or flighty, just because in cooler weather, their metabolism's a lot slower, their bodily functions are not as fast, so they're a lot less likely to do anything faster in nature. And that a lot of the times is why you'll find snakes at the beginning of the year being a little bit more docile on first contact. Of course, this isn't always how it goes. I've caught plenty of snakes in the beginning of the year that definitely did try to bite me when I picked them up, but it's just a typical thing that you usually see with snakes in cooler weather. They're a lot more slow moving. They don't react as quickly and as harshly to stimuli. Very cool. What a beautiful snake. I guarantee I will see more of these snakes in the future, so I will film more about these guys when the time comes. But for now, what a cool encounter with one of our native species of snake that we get here in East Texas. One of the most common and most likely that you're going to find in places like parks and your yard as well, the Texas rat snake. Beautiful. I'm just gonna set him back on his way and let him get to what he was doing. All right, so I've gotten my pictures of him. We, I think have seen all that we need to see of him, so we're gonna go ahead and let him go. Once again, I don't recommend just the average hiker goes and, you know, picks up any wild snake they come across. I've been doing this for years, and I'd say my snake identification skills are more than adequate to be doing stuff like this. But the big takeaway I want y'all to get from this is just, if this snake, even after me handling him, did not try to bite or strike or harm me in any way, shape, or form, just imagine what would happen if you left all snakes alone. What about that? Very cool. I hope y'all enjoyed that quick little encounter with our friend, the Texas rat snake. Like I said, I'll give y'all plenty more information on them in the future. All right, y'all have a good rest of your day. Stay safe out in the woods as always. Come out and see me at the park sometime.